calling all majors who are in the Rollins College of Business. And so if you see your major listed here, you are in the right place. If you're undecided, you're in the right place. Or if you just want to know more about what options are available for you, if you're interested in all things business, you are in the right place. And so we are going to have the dean from this college greet you. And one of the reasons why I thought it was important for you to meet the dean of the college, because you are going to meet him throughout your duration here at UTC, but especially on the day of commencement. You're going to shake his hand. So I wanted to make sure your very first semester at UTC, you met your dean, and then also as you exit out, you'll meet him. So Dean Dooley.
Thanks for coming and joining and sharing a few minutes with me. I'll give you a little brief. I haven't met you, or if I have met some of you, this past year's just been crazy, but I look forward to seeing you on campus. But just give you a quick background. I'm an alum. I was there from 79 to 83, living in Stagmire of all places, which is just, Stagmire hasn't changed since 1979. So that tells you a little bit about what that dorm's like. But proud alum of UTC, been here since 2011 as the Dean of the College of Business, after spending 16 years at Oklahoma State University. So I'm a pretty diehard Big 12 Cowboys fan, but I've enjoyed being back and watching the history, the progression of the university and everything transpire. Let me share my screen. Jennifer said, share something about what my hobbies are. So I'm gonna put something up real quick, if I can get it to share. This is my crazy hobby that my very understanding spouse lets me do, but I buy old pinball machines and restore them. So this is a 1981 Gottlieb pinball machine, Amazing Spider-Man after the comic book. If I could pan my entire basement, you would see 25 other pinball machines down here. So that's kind of my, thing. That, and you see in the back some golf clubs. So I like to play golf as well. But it's good to see everyone. Some of you are business majors, some of you aren't business majors. So let me quickly talk to the business majors. We've got Connor, who's a new accounting major, Cole, who's been here for a few years and is a county major. But in the college, if you go in Fletcher Hall, the second floor is the Success Center, right as you walk in off of the campus side. And in that Success Center is where we have all of our academic advising and student and professional career support development. So if you haven't gone into that space and connected with those individuals, I encourage you to do so. Even though this is COVID, we're fully staffed. People are there. So drop by and introduce yourself to those individuals, because they're the ones that help drive the internships, all the programming. Connor, a lot of the things with internships and accounting run through that Success Center, or meet the firms luncheons when we get back to the actual face-to-face. With those firms, we're doing them virtually now, but where you get to connect with the hiring managers of regional accounting firms and some national accounting firms like E&Y and others. So you need to connect with those individuals. And so utilize that space and utilize those resources. Speaking to the non-accounting majors, we just had yesterday over in the Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, the pitch competition for the campus. And this center is a College of Business center, but it's open to the entire campus. And it sits over in the MAP building, which is kind of behind the Arts and Sciences building. They're off of Macaulay. And I encourage you to go look at that space if you have any interest in entrepreneurship. And one of the coolest things in there is we put in a makerspace. And the makerspace allows you to tinker with the developing prototypes, marketing, advertising materials, but we've got 6 3D printers, laser cutters, high-end graphic design software, high-end graphic design printers. So a lot of cool stuff. And, I'm proud to say that yesterday during our pitch competition of the teams, most of those teams were from outside the College of Business. And in fact, the team that won and I think received $5,000 for their pitch was from, I want to say they were from biology. So, so I encourage you to utilize those resources as well, because they're available to the whole campus. And we run 2 pitch competitions each year. And like I said, the one we just ran for the fall was this past yesterday, actually. But it's open to all majors across campus. The person that runs it and is the director of our center is Libby Stanton. And Trinity, if you put your email in the chat, and I'll take a screenshot of it, I will send an email to Ms. Stanton, who's our director, and introduce you, and you can talk to her about what opportunities there are for students in the CIE. But it's literally, I would say, of the students participating in the center, less than 50% of them are business majors. So we're drawing students from all across campus just to help them if they have business ideas or have an interest in trying to start a business. So it doesn't matter.
As we go.
Yeah, that's fine. Just let me know. I'm happy to help in any way and make myself available anytime.
Great. Well, we thank you for your time. Is there anything else for Dean Dooley? Well, maybe we can have a competition once COVID is over, like go to an arcade game or something.
Yeah, yeah. Well, so just quickly, so there's a pinball place downtown that opened up about a year and a half ago. It's probably closed due to COVID, but I've been known to go down there with a group of students before and play pinball. So
yep. We'll try to make that happen once things are normal.
Yeah, that'd be good. Be fun.
Thank you.
See ya. Bye.
Hi, I wanted to share a few academic tips and tricks with you that I find helpful for me, and hopefully you'll find them helpful for you. We want to make sure you're ending the semester strong. So the main thing that I want to share with you are just some practical things. The first one is rest. Sleep is important, and sometimes you have to get it in the best way you can. So if you need a nap, then nap, but you cannot deplete your body of rest. I'm a big Apple person. I'll mention this on a couple of other slides, but when that little phone tells you or your watch tells you to go to bed, go to bed. You can't cheat yourself of sleep. You can't cheat yourself of time. And when you do, you pay for it. And so I've had a rough week myself, and I have had to figure out different ways to try to help my body recuperate from some long days and nights of working. But really get yourself into a routine to make sure that you're getting proper rest. The next thing is drinking water. Your brain thrives on water. Your body thrives on water. So one of the best things that you can do just to help you while you're studying is to drink water. Making sure you're really well hydrated is essential for your academic success. There's a lot of research on the brain and how it functions, and drinking water is one of the things that can really help you and really help you with your retention. So not just retention of water, but retention of the information that you're trying to learn and process. The next one is exercising. Dr. Ellis, none of this is about studying. You're right, because if your body is not well, then it doesn't matter how much you cram in, you will not be successful academically. So I'm not saying you need to be at the ARC all day, but 30 minutes, just taking a brisk walk, doing something, just kind of clearing your mind, doing something that will get that heart rate up a little bit, close those rings, are very, very important. So making sure that you are exercising and moving. These Zoom meetings, Zoom class, it's a lot of being sedentary. So even if you're in class, maybe change your position. Maybe you sit down for one class, stand up for another class. You've got to do something to kind of help you be more active during this time. The last tip is eating healthy, making sure you eat a well-balanced meal. Of course, the fruits, the vegetables, all of those different types of things are very important. The stress eating of the candy, talking to myself, is not helpful. So making sure that you really fuel your body well will really help give yourself the academic foundation that you need. I would highly recommend, if you are someone who are having a hard time academically, because what you did in high school, you were an A student, and everything that you did in high school is just not translating well into college. I would really recommend that during the break is that you get the book, Teach Yourself How to Learn, so you'll learn better strategies on how to be successful in a college environment. That cramming and just regurgitating information may not work in all of your classes. And so we want you to be successful here academically. And this is a really great resource. Those 1 through 4 steps that I share with you are also included in Dr. McGuire's book, but she really gives you great tips and tricks on how to learn and kind of even unlearn some bad habits that you have had when you were in high school. And that's one of the first things I had to do when I got to college. I was a horrible high school student, so I knew going in that I would have to teach myself how to learn. And thankfully, I was able to recognize that and make that transition. So make sure you seek help and you do different things like that to kind of help you. And now I'm going to open up the floor for RAs to provide some of their academic tips and tricks so you can end the semester strong.
So one of my biggest tips for everyone is reducing the amount of stress that you feel on a daily basis. And I really liked what you said, Dr. Ellis, about how if you are not physically and mentally well, you're not going to perform well academically. So my thing is reducing your stress, and you can do that by doing something that you truly enjoy. And you don't have to take up a full day doing this because obviously we all have things that we have to get done. But taking at least like 30 minutes to do something that you truly enjoy doing, whether there's maybe going to the art, something like that, or sitting down and playing a round of, whatever video game you like the best. Or maybe it is reading a book or going for a walk. Whatever you truly enjoy, at least take 30 minutes out of each and every day to do that. Maybe it's taking a shower. I know I like to relax by taking a nice warm shower during the middle of the day. But if you reduce your stress, you're going to be more prepared to take on the more stressful things in life, like your schoolwork. And so if you reduce the amount of stress you feel, you're going to be way more successful and do much better with your classes.
My biggest tip is academically wise, is to use office hours. Like professors will, whether it's on Zoom or in person, like to go in there and ask questions and get to know your professors is a great way to learn more, but also to just be honest with yourself and to know if you actually know the subject going into a test or a final or whatever.
I have another academic tip to add on to Cole's. So a good way to reduce stress is to plan out like any big deadlines that you have coming up. So instead of like trying to get it done within like a 2 or 3 day time frame, try breaking it up into sections and work on it each day for maybe like 15 or 30 minutes. So by the time that it is due, you won't feel as stressed out.
So general tip on academic success is really in your mindset, making sure you adopt a growth mindset, making sure you really speaks positively to yourself. You can do this. You know how to work well, you are efficient, and the work that you produce is good quality work. It's not too hard. And if you find yourself in there in that fixed mindset, this is too hard, I can't do this, I'm not doing well at this, that's when you may need to seek out help. So that utilize the tutoring services, find a peer mentor. Those were very helpful for me when I was in school, really getting a good peer mentor. And I would always go to tutoring, even if it was a subject I was good in. I was really good in math. I was an engineering major in undergraduate, but I still went to tutoring sessions to work out my problems. So in the event, if I had a question, I was already there at the tutoring location and there was somebody there to help me. And also just kind of helped put the structure in me. I knew that they had sessions from this time to that time. And so I knew I could do my math homework then and get it knocked out. So really making sure that you speak positively to yourself about your ability to do well here at UTC.